Hey, good morning everyone. Let me move the poles back to the outside. I was doing some exercises yesterday, so I'm going to move the poles just back out. And we're ready to go. Good morning. Pat Gross is here. Great to see you, Pat. Love seeing you here. Having a little water before we start because I can feel a little dehydrated from last night. Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. For those of you over in England, I hope that, or in Europe, I hope you've had a fantastic day because I know it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon. It's 6 o'clock in Germany. Got so many friends in Germany, having performed there for a little while. And love it over there. Bob, Ben, good morning. Great to see you. Thanks for being here so much. And Ildi, good morning. Oh, you love the sunshine yellow shirt. That's my, it's my yellow shirt. So I love the brightness. Yellow is such a beautiful color. It's so vibrant. And the sun is out, although we have the rain coming in today. They say by 4 o'clock this afternoon, we're going to start getting really heavy showers. And then it will turn into really heavy rain all through the next 3 days. What happened to California? But right now it's clear blue skies and it's beautiful. It's beautiful out there. And good morning. Thanks so much, Ildi, always. Pam, good to see you here. I think, Pam, is this your first time here? Whichever way it is, welcome to the class and thanks so much for showing up. And I hope you get to work out with us today as well. Rosa, hi Mum, how you doing? Lovely to see you here. Always, Mum, and hope you've had a great day. Tammy, great to see you. I haven't spoken to you in the longest time. Hope you're doing great. And yes, it is afternoon for you, which means you should be out in the sun sunbathing, I believe, because you're showing off that it's afternoon. That also means that you're older than me, because I'm 3 hours younger than you. Not. Anyway, great to see you all here. Thanks so much. Have a very simple class today. We know Tuesday is brain training for the body. And I had an incredible lesson yesterday. I just saw that, Tammy. You're in Key West and you are in the sun. Okay, now you're really rubbing it in. Congratulations on getting down there to Key West. Florida's beautiful. And I know the sun can be gorgeous down there as well. So stay safe, but have the best fun. Had a great discovery yesterday in a new training session that I was going through. And so I want to bring that to you today during our warm-up. It's so empowering when you continue to find new things. We're not finding new things about the board, we're finding new things about the program. How to integrate the brain, how to get the brain active again in body functioning, in balance, in connection, in leading the body, and had an amazing breakthrough yesterday. So I'm excited to share that with you, which wouldn't have happened if we weren't playing around, not even playing around, we weren't experimenting. Sometimes we can get stuck in the box and go, okay, this is the way and you have to fit the box. The beautiful thing about 60 Up is the box changes to fit you, whatever your needs are. So I'm excited to work with you again today. Linda, great to see you here. Thanks so much for being here. It's interesting to know where everyone is located because I know that this video goes out all over the world. And it's great to hear the difference that everyone's going on. Molly Ann, great to see you here. And hello, everyone. Always hello, everyone. So great to have you here, Molly Ann. Thanks. And Peggy, good to see you here this morning. You're always consistent and showing up in there. And thanks so much for the messages that you've been posting on other Facebook posts out there as well. Kirk, great to see you. So incredible. Kirk, you've been with us for over a year now, and I hope things are going great. I know Arizona should be warming up a little bit. I was out in Coachella last week in the desert out here in California, and it was pretty cold, but not as cold as it has been. So hope you're having a great time down there. Pat, okay, let's see if I can see this, what you wrote. I can only see a little bit in here because it won't open up. Oh, there we go. I wanted to tell you that your fast little feet, my little feet? No, I know what you mean, the training, probably saved you from falling when you slipped off the garage step. Or can I say, because I got English people, the garage step. It was never my favorite because I find it hard. Now you like it. I love that. That's fantastic. Again, everything we do has a purpose for real life activity. So those fast little steps that we have are so critical because it allows you, it trains your body to speed up when you begin to lose your balance. And the best news is, Pat, is that you didn't fall. You saved the fall. I know it's happened with my mum. She's told me, and other people as well, when they've been out in parking lots and they've tripped over the concrete car, whatever they're called, stop, and they haven't seen it and tripped, and they expect to go down. They don't know how they stay up. It's the body reacts naturally and just reacts to it because you've trained it to react. And it saves so many falls, and that's fantastic. So thanks for sharing that, Pat. I'm proud of you, and congratulations. And why don't we just do a whole class of fast feet now that you like it? Maybe not. Peggy, you're in Florida as well. How come everyone's going to Florida right now? Well, there's two of you, I should say. That's not everyone, but that's great. Fantastic again. I love Florida. Had some great memories out there, Coconut Grove, and shooting some commercials out there at the Orange Bowl, and yeah, I had the best time. So, and doing a TV show out there as well a few years ago. I just want to say as well, yesterday was International Women's Day, and I just want to say, there's so many holidays out there that I look at it and go, okay, it's great to recognize, but every day is an amazing day to celebrate women and what they've done. My mum leading the way for me, but so many things. But happy International Women's Day. I wasn't on yesterday to say that, but again, every day is celebrating. So thank you all in there as well. Denise, you're out here. You got here, the sun here, but you're going to be windy in Arizona. I prefer the rain to wind. So for sure, stay safe in that wind. It's never enjoyable, is it? Has there ever been a time, maybe when I was standing on the cliffs back in England and the wind was blowing in your face, not over the cliff, but blowing in your face, and you just felt that fresh sea air. That might be the only time I love the wind. Pam, it says you're watching again, but I know you're watching, so great to see you. And Linda as well. Bye, Bob Eubanks is in the house. Good to see you, Bob. Hope you're feeling well. I know you got your second shot on March 1st, and made you not feel quite as good, but hopefully you're back, and I think you're doing great now, so let everyone know. Peggy, just got home from errands, and boy, can you climb the curves with no problem. That's fantastic. Again, the training, you're doing it. We're just helping you. And the fact that you can go out there, and I look at Pat, who saved a fall yesterday because of the fast feet exercises, and you're out there saying that you just got home from errands and you can do the curbs now with no problems. That's fantastic to hear. And again, all we've done is help you tap back into who you are, and that's fantastic. How many times did I say fantastic? Jen, you're ready to boogie. Get the boogie on, get the boogie on. I love that stuff. So today is a slower class. It's brain training for the body. I've got a brand new exercise to start with today that had so much success with someone I was training yesterday who really was having a hard time a week in with balance. And we did some of this stuff and it was amazing. So I can't wait to share it with you. Most of you should be okay with it, but it's brain training and you can never undertrain the brain. And again, I look at it and say it's just a warm up. Bob, morning. Are you looking in the mirror, Bob? It says morning, big guy. Are you looking in the mirror? You're talking to Dan here. You're the big guy, Bob. Great to see you here this morning. Thanks for being here. Central Texas, it's foggy, but a good day to 60 up. That's great, Linda. Always a great day to 60 up. And again, more reason to not be venturing out if it's super foggy. Stay safe if you do. Candy, you're going to miss today, but you'll watch later. Have a great session. Thanks, Candy. Hope everything's going great with you and your husband, and look forward to connecting later. And we're going to move through these. Kathy Stevens. Okay, so Kathy has an event at 11:10 on Thursday that I'll be joining her on Sway TV. There's going to be a post that Kathy's going to put in the members section. So please, if you feel like joining in, just click on the link. It's going to be Thursday at 11:10. I'll be finishing my class at around 10:15, and then I'm joining Kathy on her Sway TV. It's a website TV channel. So please come and join me there. We'll be talking about 60 up, doing some other demonstrations, some more advanced that I have never done with anybody here at 60 up, more for bodybuilder type, but it will show you where you can go to, as well as some of the basics. So love to see you there. And thanks, Kathy. Bob, how come they gave you a vaccine in your butt? Well, maybe they thought it was broken, and that was the first because there's a big crack in it. Maybe that's what was going on. I don't know, Bob. Maybe they were trying to heal that crack. I have no idea. I'm just gonna stay on your side. You're glad to see you here. Looking forward to the workout. That's great to see you, Vicky. Oh yeah, and Kathy Stevens. That's right. On her TV show, Kathy's going to be giving a 60 up balance board away for anybody that presses the enter button. So that's something that's come in, and you can get another board. If you've already got one, get one, give it to a friend, give your friends the one you've had, and get a new one for yourself. Not that you need to, but just trying to do that. So with that being said, today's message, make the most of today. Always make the most of today, because it's an opportunity every second. I go back to the New Year's Eve, right? Everyone's counting down, 11:59, there's 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. And suddenly when 1 second changes and you suddenly go, oh, it's New Year, everyone goes crazy and has new hope, new belief. Everything's gonna change, it's gonna be better for me. But nothing changed except your attitude at that moment. So if 1 second can change the world, 1 second can enlighten and enhance your day. So whenever things are going bad, and it's human to get down, I do it. I do it more probably than I should, but I'm always focused on, okay, if I'm feeling down, what can I do to get out of this? What's causing the problem? And I can take 1 second to change my attitude. Sometimes all it takes is a smile. It's amazing. If you go to the store, well, you can't because the mask on right now, but I've noticed even when people smile behind the mask, I see it in the eyes. So take that 1 second to change your life, and sometimes all you have to do is change somebody else's life with a smile, and your day begins to change for better. So that's my message today. With that being said, let's get on with the class. Okay, I asked everyone to have a chair ready. If you don't have a chair, then you can still do this standing up, but I'm trying to take out the balance issue in here, and make it more about the brain. So, take the chair and place it behind your board. Now, when you sit on the chair, I want you to take your feet and put them on the 2 and 2 mark. Can you guys see that? I'm going to move my board just a little bit because it looks like it's just a little off center. There we go. That was the chair making that sound. Okay, put your feet on 2 and 2. Now, all I want you to do here is lift the heel of the right foot, lift the heel of the left foot. Lift the heel of the right foot, lift the heel of the left foot. So what we're beginning to do here, and I want you to keep the same pressure so the board is not touching the ground. We're engaging in just getting the foot to move, just nice and light. Now, if you're on here and you don't have a chair available, all I would do is, I don't want you to get on the board yet, I would just say put your right foot on the board and just lift the heel up. So if I was standing up, I'd be doing just the right heel. Then put your right foot back on the ground and just lift your left heel. Now, what I want you to do, and this is the amazing bit, we're gonna go right or left and a number. So if I look down at the board, you've got the 1 and 1. For some of you, it was hard to see, but the 1 and 1 is inside the inside hole. So your feet on the 1 and 1 are pretty close together. Now the poles are in the outside hole, so the 2 and 2 is just inside the poles, and 3 and 3 is outside the poles. You guys got that? Okay, so here we go. Here's the exercise. Right 1, left 1, left 2, right 2, right 3, left 1. And you're trying when you touch the board to keep the board balanced. I'm not holding up, so I'm adjusting my pressure points at the same time. Right 1, right 2, right 1, left 3, left 2, left 1, right 3, right 2, left 2, left 2, left 2, right 1, and left 1. Now what we've done here is created the brain to be able to move the feet quickly as we're doing that, and at the same time have the right pressure points that as I touch the board, I'm adjusting the pressure. Because look, if I go to left 3, the board begins to change and I need to correct that really quickly. So what we're really doing here again is training the brain to move the body part. Now, I'm going to make this a little bit more complicated. And it's not complicated with the brain, it's more specific, which can become a little bit more challenging. So here we go. You can look down at the board and listen to my voice. Left foot, 2. Right foot, 1.5. Left foot, half. Right foot, 1. Left foot, 2.5. Right foot, 1.5. Left foot, 1. Right foot, 2. Right foot, 2.5. Right foot, 1.5. Left foot, 3. Left foot, 2.5. Left foot, 3. Right foot, half. And you'll notice when it's a half, it's almost on the middle. Left foot, 2. Left foot, 1.5. Right foot, 2. Left foot, 2. And there you have it. So it's such a good brain training exercise that you can do yourself at home by saying out loud. All you have to do, don't think it, because your thinking can change. But when you say it out loud and then react, the thought process is going down to the feet. And that's the brain connection and feeling the pressure points as you're going. So that's my opening exercise for today. We're going to move on from there. But I hope that you understand what that is and why that is so critical to brain training and getting your feet moving and the pressure on the board by not letting it touch the ground, or if it's going, you correct it really quickly. Critical exercise, great if you're having a hard time with balance, really great if you're having a hard time getting up on the board and you want to be sitting down to start getting confident with your movement and understanding pressure points. With that being said, let's get on with the workout. All right, we're going to be doing kind of exercises in sets of 4 now. So the first one I want you to do is I just want you to roll your feet in here. Just join in with me. The knee comes to the other knee and then out. I bring my knee to almost, it doesn't touch, it goes in front. But you can see I'm just rocking around in here, just rolling. There you go, good. Now what I want you to do is put your feet in, right foot out, out. In, out, out, in, out, out. And when you're doing this, just holding onto the board, not letting it rock, or you can take your hands down if you want and just nice and slow. And what you'll notice is how the quads are working, the outside of the quads and the inside of the quads. So you're working here, but most important, you're feeling the change of pressure points on the balls of your feet, the inside of your feet and the outside toes. So when your feet are wide, you'll feel it more on the inside of your feet, and when they're close together, you'll notice your little toes. Good, rest it there. Now, what I want you to do is just start tapping 1 and 1. Again, you're feeling that soft pressure point. And again, please remember, if you're new here or just starting out, go at your own speed. There is no rush in here. Now, people sometimes say it's a hard time seeing the numbers, especially in dark light, which sounds weird, dark light, I should say lack of light. But all you have to think is just lift your knees and take your foot forward. If you go straight forward, you're in that 1 and 1 position. Good, and come back down. Now what I want you to do is go to the right foot. 1, 2, 3, and down. Left foot in front, slightly wider to the edge of the board and back down. So we got 1, 2, 3, and down. 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 Good. The last one we've got is we're going to go number 2 on the right foot and then use the right foot to go across to number 3. Now, if you're just starting out, I suggest you do the 1 and then just go to the 1 and down, especially if your balance isn't very good because you've just started out and you're not feeling confident. All right, for those of you that are confident, touch the number 2, take your foot, touch the number 3. You'll notice the back leg is bent and come down. Left leg, touch the 2, go across to the 3 and back down. So we go 2, 3 and down. 2, 3 and down. And 2, 3 and down. Last one, 2, 3 and down. We're going to do this whole thing one more time. Are you ready? Now follow along with me. You can hold onto the poles or you can just have your hands by your side. Just roll those ankles. So we're just working the Elvis Presley. Thank you very much. There you go. We're just taking it around. If Elvis did it like this, I don't think Elvis would have been who he was. Yeah, I don't think he would have reached that stardom. Right, Bob Eubanks? Because I know that you had some interactions as well with Mr. Presley. Good. Now what I want you to do here is go in, out, out. In, out, out, in. And my knees stay slightly bent the whole time. If you want to go slower or you want to hold on to the poles for that safety, even if the board is rocking as you go, it's okay because we're training the brain to feel what's going on and to react. Good. From here, come up and tap the one-on-one to begin with. Lift those knees, lift the knee up and straight forward with the foot. As soon as you feel it touch the board, bring the foot back down again. So I'm just here and here. I'm bringing it straight back down again to make sure that I'm getting used to the pressure and the motion in my hips of moving forward and being able to lift my feet and comfortably stay solid on the ground. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, 3, going across. 1, 2, 3, and down. 1, 2, 3, and down. There you go. Just going across, just training that brain to feel the change in the pressure points. If you want more of a challenge, just put your finger on the top of the board, just for that basic feeling of being centered, and you can keep the hands close. If you begin to lose your balance, you can grab the poles. Last one. 1, 2, 3. On the left, last one. Good. Now we go right foot. Remember, if you're starting out, just go one-on-one with the same foot, here. But for everybody else that feels comfortable and confident, and the board will save you if it goes, let's go right foot 2, across to 3, and down. Left foot, 2, across, and down. 2, across, and down. So I'm inside the pole, outside the other pole, down. Inside the pole, outside the other pole, down. 2, across, down, 2, across, down. Excellent. Grab a quick drink of water. Not that this was hard, but I guarantee you that you're already heading towards dehydration. You want to stay hydrated. It doesn't need to be a big drink, just enough to top up the tank. Good. Step up on the board, 2 and 2, and let's just rock side to side. Very good. Just feeding the legs, feeding the pressure points. We're nice and simple, nice and easy. There you go, good. Now, come and find your balance. Straight away, and don't try so hard, relax. Relax the body and let the pressure points on your feet be adjusted by the brain feeling what's going on. If you feel comfortable, you can take your hands off. I would say, for many of you, if you're still a little nervous, keep your hands close to the poles or just put your thumbs on the top so you can grab it. And for those of you that are really confident, you can just put your hands down by the side. Good. Now, what do we do? Push down with the right leg, lift. Push down with the left leg. So we're just going into this little walk now. There you go. Good. Feeding that little walk going through. We've got a new little transition from here as well, because we're going to go through these a little bit quicker as we go. There you go. And if you're holding on, absolutely. Now, what I want you to do, push down with the right foot, step back on the floor with the left foot, lift the right leg, and find your balance. Good. Hold that balance. You can go in here if you need to. Back leg, left leg, a little bit on a bend, so the muscles engaged. And step back up. We're on 2 and 2. So you'll see we can go through this a couple of times, just testing ourselves out. Okay, and find your balance. Good. We're going to go through this just a little quicker. Now go to the leg lift. Push with the right, and we leg lift here. We're going to step back onto the ground with our right foot and go to a single leg balance. Again, use the board to help you get there if you need to. There you go. Good. Now here we go. Step the right foot back, lift the left leg, straight away. You're in balance. Can you hold that balance? Again, use the poles if you need to, and step back up. We rock side to side again. Excellent. Now find your balance. Good. Let the brain again relax. Don't try so hard. Just relax and let the brain take over the pressure points. Good. And lift the legs. I'm going to go right leg first, this lift. They are good. There you go. Good. Just going nice and easy. Now step back on your left leg. Go straight to the single leg balance. Keep it solid. Whew. Feeling very good. And last time, let's step back up. We rock side to side. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Keep going now. Find your balance. If you'd like to, you can take your hands off, but it's not mandatory. Obviously, who's going to come over? Although I might knock on your door and say, if it's mandatory, you got to be letting go of those poles, or you got to be holding those poles. Okay, Dan, get on with it. Good. Okay, so just lift the legs. Here we go. We're just moving. Now, what I want you to do, if you feel comfortable, you can hold on with one hand, or change hands as you go, or go really slow. If I go too fast, notice the poles are going to wobble in here excessively, but if I go soft, I can control it. Now, step back onto your right leg, hold the pole, step back straight away into your balance, and where's your balance point there? Good. If you want to advance it, just come down and touch your toe and see how your balance is. And I began to, on the third one there, began to feel a little like I was going off, so I just grabbed the poles to save. Good. Step back down. What I'm going to do is just shake your legs out. Give me 10 butt kicks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Great. What I want you to do, step up. Right foot goes to 3, left foot goes to 2. And just rock side to side. What you'll notice here, and again, keep your head still. Let the legs do the work. I push with the leg, I push with the leg. And my body tends to stay in the middle. There you go, good. Excellent. So in here, and you'll notice we're working one side of the body. Good, bring your right foot to number 2, take your left leg to number 3, same thing, push with the leg, push, push. And you'll find going to the left is almost no effort, because again, your foot's closer to the edge, but the one on the right side is having to push just that little bit harder in here. Hey, I see Jessica Jones just came in. Jessica's one of our amazing customer success leaders. And what I love about Jessica on top of that is she's also a registered nurse as well. So it's great to see you here, Jessica, and love the support that you give everybody that goes to customer service or looks for success or looks for help and support. So, and I admire you so much being a nurse. Here we go. Put the left leg on number 2, right leg goes on number 3. We're rocking side to side. Now we're going to add to this one. We've got the left leg working a little harder because obviously it's closer to the middle. Now find your balance. And this is what's amazing with the brain, is it's adjusting both sides of pressure point. We're isolating the left and the right in the brain's thinking, but at the same time. So we have to adjust the right and the left. Good, and just rock it out a little bit. Now bring your right leg to number 2, left leg to number 3, and here we go, rocking it side to side. Now go ahead and find that balance. Good. Again, your brain's adjusting both sides. Too much pressure on the right, less on the left, more on the left. And you're constantly feeling that because it's not even. So one side is working more than the other, which means the brain is adjusting, not the center. But the thing, no different than when you walk right, left, you're constantly changing your balance and your pressure points as you walk. Good. Let's come back to 2 and 2. Just rock side to side. Love it. Good. Now what I want you to do is lift up and tap 3 and tap 2. Tap 3, tap 2. Right leg stays on the board, and we're just lifting one leg, and what you'll notice is it's like I'm stretching or I'm reaching and I'm coming back. So we're working the hip, we're working the muscles, but also notice you're working your balance on your right leg. If you want to, you can let go of the poles. Just make sure that you're just tapping the board. Good, bring the left leg to number 2. Same thing on the left leg. I tap 3, I tap 2. And because you're just tapping, the board won't rock. If I pushed hard, like here, I could get it to rock, but I have to change my whole body to do that. So again, just nice and simple, nice and moving. Great job. Just in here. And again, notice how the hip is stretching. The hip leg is coming back in. As it changes, so's the work in the hip. So we're really developing that as well. Last one, and come back, and let's rock 2 and 2. Now, the last thing I want you to do in here, which we're going to build up and then we're going to drink, is put your feet on 1 and 1. And all I want you to do is just walk. People that have been with me for a long time know this is one of my favorite exercises. I love this because it's getting stamina and endurance of just moving without the risk of going outside and wondering how you can, how you're going to do, or, you walk a minute away and suddenly you feel so tired, you're like, oh man, I need to rest before I can go home. Here, we can build that stamina, and you can go as fast as you want, or you can go as slow as you want, and you can lift your knees as high as you want, or keep them fast to the ground. And Pat, as we're in here with your story, you can go those small, quick little feet, which I know you don't like, but it is a full saver, right? So many times, I've heard so many people that have come in and said they've didn't know how they stayed up, but those fast little feet is the brain reacting and saying, hey, I'll save you when you're not quite sure how you're going to do it. Good, we've got about 10 seconds left. Keeping that endurance going. How are you guys feeling today? I hope you're feeling great. Good, and come to a slight just rock. Push the hips side to side. There you go. And step off the board and get a quick drink of water. When we come back, we're going to be facing across the board. A couple of exercises there. So yeah, it's been a fantastic day so far. It's, I don't know what time it is, probably about 9:40. Would be my guess with a little talk at the beginning and then getting going. But it's just a beautiful day. And who decides, this is the question I have for you. Who decides how beautiful a day it is? Nobody else. It's just up to us to decide that. Okay, what I want you to do, come and step to the left, to the right of the board, put your left foot on the back red marker. You can hold on with both hands if you don't feel confident, and just step in here, and now you can rock forward and back. There you go, we're just rocking. You can hold on with both hands, you can hold on here, but the biggest thing to remember is keep your body between the two poles. Don't lean back and lean forward, because what we're doing is we're taking the strength off of the legs and the pressure points, and you're putting yourself in an off-balance position. So again, just keeping this nice and easy, rocking side to side. Good, and find your balance. This is great pressure point training. And rock it again. So one of the things that, again, is so critical in here is when you find your balance, we're working on toe and heel pressure, whereas when we're facing the front and going side to side, we're working more on inside and outside the foot pressure, big toe, little toe. Okay, find your balance again. Constantly adjusting, and being perfectly balanced means you've succeeded, but it doesn't mean to say you're working on your balance. When there's a little wobble and you're adjusting, that's when you're working on your balance. Good. Now bring your feet, bring the right foot back, put the left foot forward, and let's just rock side to side again. There you go. I see, is that Laura, you wrote something? I'll go and read it in a minute. Here we go, good. Now, find your balance. If you want an extra challenge, look to the side. When I look to the side, it's much more of a challenge when I'm looking here, because I'm facing front and my focus is here. Rock again, side to side. So if you want a challenge, take a look sideways, but to get it to begin with, certainly look at the front. There you go, good. Excellent. And find your balance. Love it. Keep it going. You're doing fantastic. Good. And rock it forward and backwards just a couple of times. Now what I want you to do is bring your left foot back to your right. Now take your right foot to the number 2, so your toe is at the number 2, and bring the left foot so it's almost level with the heel. You notice here on the heel. Now what I want you to do is, for those of you that are confident enough, we're going to increase this, but I'm just working in here, holding onto the poles, so you can hold onto the poles as you go. But for those of you confident now, let go, but keep your hand by the pole and see, can I push and can I push? Can I push? Can I push? And you're working through here, fantastic. with being able to adjust your pressure onto your front foot, onto your back foot, onto your front foot, onto your back foot. Now, see if you can find the balance without holding onto the handle unless you need to, always for safety. It's always there to grab. Good. And notice how your brain has to really focus. Any success is yours. Here we go. Bring the right foot back. So you'll see I'm probably, my toes are almost on the red. And then take your left foot forward and we do the same thing again. We're rocking forward and backwards. Once you feel comfortable or confident enough, do that. You can let go with your hands, but keep it close to grab if you need to on your balance. Now here I am rocking forward and backwards. There you go, brilliant. And try and find that balance. Good. And push back on the right foot, bring the left foot next to it and step off the side of the board. And that's the next exercise done on going across. Now I have another exercise. We've only got 2 exercises left today because again, I really am taking the time to go slow to let the brain feel what's going on. One of them is a stamina builder and one of them is if you're stepping up on a sidewalk and then stepping down. Grab a quick drink of water. Again, Tuesdays are such simple classes. But simple is beautiful. I love that. There's a quick little question in here. Laura, sorry, but my yard was getting out of control with weeds also ankle high, but I'll catch the video later. Have a great one. I hope you get those weeds sorted out. Yeah, get it sorted out. And gardening can be so much fun. So I want you to step your left foot, I'm on my left-hand side. Left foot up, lift the right leg. Lift the left leg, now step in the middle. Lift up and you'll feel the board may wobble. Then come here, lift up. Then we're gonna lift. So the legs begin to lift each other. So I lift and I'm just working up along the board. And as the board changes, I'm just adjusting so I can lift and go and lift and step. And I'm just changing 3 positions. Middle, outside, middle, outside. So I'm almost stepping like I'm stepping by the pole, stepping by the middle, stepping by the pole. And notice how both legs are lifting as I go because we're building that strength to go up on the sidewalk, step down off the sidewalk, up on a sidewalk, down on the sidewalk, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Come down, take feet off. We're going to turn and face the other way. So now I'm going to face the left. My right foot is constantly going to be on the board. Here we go. I lift my left, lift my right. Lift, down, lift, down. I step up on the sidewalk. I step down off the sidewalk. Up on the sidewalk, off the sidewalk. Up, down, up, down, up. And Peggy, you should be doing so well on this one now, because you're going up and down those curbs, no issues whatsoever, which I love. The number one thing though, is never think it's just gonna happen, because that's when we catch the foot, right? When I was playing soccer, I'll go, oh, that's an easy pass. I'll go to control it, take my attention off of what I was doing, and the ball would go under my foot. And I felt so silly. So again, when there's a sidewalk, you don't have to focus on it. You just have to make sure that your legs are lifting so you don't catch that toe on the edge. Last one, forward and back. Lift, down. This is a great leg workout. I can feel the muscles really working as I'm carrying, and come down and rest here. There you go, excellent. So with that being said, we're on to the last exercise of the day. And this is what I want you to step up and do. Before we do, get a quick drink of water. That's good. We're going into a 3-minute cardio improv. Now this improv is for you, and why I'm teaching this today is to give you the freedom as you get comfortable to make your own kind of safe workouts to do. Safety always comes first. So step up on one-on-one. We've got 3 minutes till the end of class. And we're just going through here. I see Bob wrote something, but I can't see what it is, Bob. Really good exercise today. I needed it today. That's great, Bob. And the thing is, no matter how long we've been doing this, the body always needs to be working on that connection to make sure that you're always good to do whatever you need to do. You can never ignore the brain and the training, the simplicity. And as you know, Bob, if you don't keep doing it, and I know you talk about this a lot, keep going. You know, come back, even if it's only 2 times a week once you get your balance back, that 2 times a week will help make sure the connection stays specific. Okay, here we go. We're just walking it out. Now, you can change your feet however you want as you're walking. So again, you're just improvising as you're going, and feel free. You can go higher on the knees. You can just push. I can step wider. All you're gonna do is take your feet to where you want to train them. So I can keep one, I want to train my left leg more. So I'm just gonna keep the left leg closer to the center. But now I'm gonna change to my right leg, and I want more of a workout on my right. So I go wider with the left foot. So I'm pushing in here. Now I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna run a little bit. It feels good. Now I'm gonna just change my right foot every single step. But we're getting the cardio in here. I'm gonna go to my left foot. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. So I'm just working nice and easy, changing the feet. And this is what I want you to be able to be confident enough to do as you're doing these exercises through the week, or you wanna get on the board just for 5 minutes. All we're doing is just get on an improv, but with safety. I'm thinking, I'm never putting my body in a dangerous position. If you're just starting out and you're just going at this speed, that's okay. You can speed it. I mean, it's great. Whatever's right for you is right. But we talked about staying at the highest end of your comfort zone once you confidently get on and off the board and beginning to feel your balance. So it may just be you challenge yourself just with that little step and touch. There is another one that I'm going to teach you really quickly. I can step over the board. So I could step here and be marching on one side like I'm going up a hill, and now I can march on the other side. And notice, only when your feet are on opposite sides of the board will it rock. So I can be here, I'm still working, I'm still walking, nice and easy. And then I can, as long as both feet are either side of the center, the board will rock. But if I bring both feet to one side, I'm still walking, but I'm going back again to the board being in one solid, stable position. So I began to rock, I should be walking. I just want to walk through here. We've got 1 minute left, ladies and gentlemen, to finish up this workout today. Again, such a simple, basic workout. And I'm going to keep increasing the simplicity, which sounds weird, but we're going to start addressing different issues. I know Grace did a great post of what the needs are for you, which went from knees. Knees was the number 1. We got ankles, we got hips, we've got stepping up off of the sidewalk. And go back and look on the main page and take a look at that post. It asks a question, what is it that you want most to work on? What do you feel that you need the most that is maybe missing or that you need extra help with? If you answer those questions, then I can come back in, Kathy can come back in, Debbie can come in, and we can focus on making sure we are helping specifically for the needs you want, and you're showing up knowing that there's videos that will help with your case. Good, I'm gonna run the last 10 seconds. Here we go. Can feel my heart rate up, my body temperature's up, I'm feeling great, and there you go. So we had just over a 3-minute workout there, going through there. Just rock it out nice and easy and begin to just lift the legs. We're going down into the cool down and stretch phase now. There you go, just loosening it up. Excellent. And step back off of the board. Shake those legs out, grab a quick drink of water, and we'll do the stretch. And please stay with me for the stretch, because it's so important that we have mobility, flexibility in the joints and in the muscles, or our body can't move as it's designed to, because there's a restriction. And stretching and flexibility in the joints and the muscles will give you the freedom to move and react. Okay, here we go. Just roll out the ankle. Just one ankle, nice and easy. There's no rush through this. Just feel the stretch on the ankle. I've actually got a bad ankle right now. I twisted it somehow. I have no idea. I fell asleep. Check this out. I fell asleep on my sofa one night, changed legs, and I woke up and my ankle was swollen. I hadn't done anything and I couldn't put pressure on my ankle. It swelled up and I couldn't do stuff. I was like, it was weird. I didn't do anything. I just slept, changed legs, and it felt like I had strained a ligament in the ankle. It was so painful, and for like 3 or 4 days, I couldn't walk properly, change legs. And I know I did a class on it, and I have to really focus in because I don't want to make excuses. There's never excuses. You work through it. And then I've been fine the last couple of days. Good. Push the board to the right. Put the ball of your foot on the edge of the board and stretch forward. So your heel's on the ground, ball of your foot is on the edge of the back edge of the board, so you can feel the stretch in the calf muscle. And so it began to get better. I felt good. And I woke up this morning and I had the same swelling come back in the ankle and the feeling of a ligament strain. Yesterday I was out in the backyard on a slope that I have there, just taking out some weeds and everything. So maybe, there's pressure on the slope, but it's so weird. I don't feel it at the time, I feel it later. Good, just feel that stretch again when you change legs. Very nice. Now, put your heel on the board, right heel's on the board. You can put the toe on the pole if you like. Just bend forward, feel the stretch again, so important. I'm trying to see what you put in there, Ildi. I'm a long way away. You love the versatility of these exercises. You once tripped on I can't read what you tripped on. Change legs. You see. Oh, you once tripped on a hike because you were tired and not lifting your feet enough. That's great. My eyesight must be getting good because I can read from about 20 feet away, that little message that's in there. But yeah, Ildi, that's why stamina training, simplicity is so directly connected. Let's go back one more time. Where I said, simplicity is so connected to success of movement. It's not doing the complex movements that gives you everyday mobility. It's doing the simple ones. And then as your daily activity increases, changing legs, so does your body adapt to the new changes. But if the foundation isn't there, then the simplicity will not support everyday activity. That's why I like to keep these so simple, especially on Tuesdays. Good. Stand up right. Just kick. Give me butt kicks in here. Right now we're stretching out the front of the quad, the muscles up the front. Just again, keeping mobility in the knees. If you can't kick high, just kick nice and low in here. Don't let the leg come forward as you're doing it because that becomes a hip flexor. Keep the leg straight down and just pull up those heels, and we're just stepping into there. Very good. All right, good. And come and just put your feet on the ground. I want to feel how solid the ground. Push your feet into the ground. Don't stand on the top. Push your feet. Feel how solid. Just rock a little bit side to side. As we're doing this, we're loosening up the hips. But I want you to feel as we're doing it, don't focus on the hips. They're working independently. Focus on push on the left foot, push on the right foot. Feel how solid that ground is. And you are grounded. The ground is not moving. And the fear that you have from falling begins to change because you suddenly trust the ground. The difference is you. And as you trust the ground, you're going to realize how strong you are. Good. Bring your feet together. Shake your hands out. Let's roll the shoulders. There you go. Good. Just rolling them out and roll them forward. Excellent. Keeping it nice and simple. Good. Just bring your hands up. This is not a joke. Just touch your fingers. Just walk them along. You'll see in here, I'm just doing this fine dexterity movement. Good. Now touch your thumb, fingers, so you're working your hands together. This is serious in here. Bonnie, I just see. Good morning, Bonnie. Good to see you here. You're late today and you'll restart the video later. Thanks so much. Lovely to see you. Okay, so what we're doing here is the brain connection. Sometimes I've been talking with people, they don't pick things up, they drop things. So now what we're doing to finish with is just connecting the brain to the fingers. This is the type of thing you can do watching TV. Now what I want you to do is touch your little finger thumb, then you cross over here and work back. So you're just working on these little fun exercises to be able to adjust your finger movement. Great little cool down for us in here. So again, the whole point is to really touch so you're very specific with where you're putting both sets of fingers. If I can go up the other way in here. So one hand changes which one's on top. There you go. You'll notice the middle finger always touches the middle finger. Good, and just run your fingers here together. So we just run them like we're touching. You can have the palms touch each other and just roll it through here. You feel that touch? And that is the end of today's class. Thanks so much for being here with me. I truly appreciate it every time. And I'm going to put this back on here. Just so you know, the gloves, the reason I wear them is they help support the hands. They're made out of a neoprene type of material, so it helps support the hands, so I don't have to grip so hard. The gloves actually will help me hold those poles without putting as much effort in. The other thing that's beautiful in there is the gloves, they stop any swelling. So if you're used to getting hand swelling, whether it's from rheumatism or anything, the reaction in here, it will help with the compression, and then they have an extra grip in the palm. That's why I always wear them. Okay, so thanks so much for everybody being here. Bob, I have mobility, flexibility, and no ability. Bob, you're hilarious. We know, everybody knows how much ability you have, Bob. You're incredible. And thanks so much for being here and joining the class. And as you said there, you really got good exercises today. You needed it. Bob, I'd love to meet you for lunch. Let me give you a call on the way back. I got a meeting until about 12:30. So I can, give you a call and see if we can meet up. And again, thank you all so much for being here. Again, Laura, good luck with getting the weeds taken out. Yeah, be careful, because I was doing that and I think that may have caused an irritation in my ankle. So really appreciate all of you being here. Have a fantastic day. Don't forget, tomorrow is Kathy's class. Check out for the Sway TV notice that's going to be coming on our members page. And again, love to you all. Have a fantastic day. And again, just thank you for being here with me. It means everything. Take care. Bye-bye.